What's up, people? I hope everybody is cool. So I'm not going to tarry too long, man, but today we need to have a real conversation about T.I., okay? The rapper T.I., and respect, humility, and what it really means to treat people how you would like to be treated, or how you would like someone to treat a family member of yours. Now, we're going to break down some recent clips of T.I., okay? And a few things that's not sitting right. Now, I'm talking about disrespect towards a security guard recently in Austin for doing his job. I'm talking about the belittling of a cook that his son had an altercation with, and also his comments on faith, his faith in God. So let's get into it, man. Now, first, let's talk about what happened in Austin, Texas. Okay, now T.I. rolled up to an establishment and the security guard asked T.I. for his ID, right? Seems like standard procedure for anyone, okay? But instead of respecting the process, T.I., it looks like he felt entitled and belittled the guard. Now, we don't know what happened before T.I. started recording, right? We don't know. But based on the recording, it looked like T.I. was a little salty because the guard asked him for ID as opposed to just letting him in the establishment because he's T.I. Check out the clip and I'll be back with the commentary.
Y'all, I'm right here in Austin, Texas. I'm in Austin, Texas on, what it is? What is it, 6th Street?
East 6th Street.
On East 6th Street at a place called Revelry. Rainy? Okay, Rainy Street, place called Revelry. There's a sucker up here at the front. There's a sucker right here at the front. This sucker nigga right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere. Huh? Don't worry about it. This sucker right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere. Any nigga wear some shoes like that ain't gonna keep me out of nowhere, man. Nigga wear them peppermint patty shoes. This man got on a goddamn Walmart Versace shirt, boy, with them Ross pants. And here. Well, what your nipple hard for, man? Why your nipple hard for, man? That boy got them thick ass ankle. But look at that boy ankle poking out the side of them peppermint patty shoes. Well, what is that, velvet? What is that, velvet? Hell nah. Huh? Yeah. Appreciate you too, buddy. We on him right now, though. But look at the ass shoes, boy. Who gave you them goddamn shoes, boy? Your grandma put them up in a birthday card. Was for $5, $6, didn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me, man. All right, now. All right, back to your whole business. Yeah, man, so if y'all in Austin, just make sure you don't come to Revelry, that's all. Y'all be cool, man. Come catch us at Cap City.
Now, again, now, you all just saw that. Now, based on that clip, it seems that T.I. felt entitled and belittled the guard, roasted the guard, talked about his shoes, his clothes, etc. Because T.I. felt that, it seems that he felt that his fame, his celebrity, should give him a pass. Right? And he should not be asked for ID like all of the other people, like everybody else that's regular. Okay? Let's be real, man. The security guard was just doing his job. Period. Now, if that guard would have let T.I. in without checking and something happened, that security guard could have lost his job. And let me ask this. If that security guard would have got fired for bending the rules and letting T.I. in without getting his ID, I personally don't really think that T.I. would have responded to his DMs looking for help. I'm just saying. I don't think T.I. would have responded to that. Could be wrong, but I personally don't believe he would have, okay? Now, let's dive into clip 2, okay? We got a situation with the cook at a restaurant. Now, T.I.'s son got into it with the staff, okay? And T.I., he responded to his son getting into it with the staff in a restaurant, particularly a cook at a restaurant. And T.I. responded. It didn't seem that T.I. was trying to de-escalate the situation, but T.I. responded in a way that seemed like he was belittling the cook for being the cook. Check out the clip and I'll be back with the commentary.
Out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he?
As a parent, and you know what I'm saying, man, of course I spoke to my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with the short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. You dig? I didn't understand that, and I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know people gonna posture themselves a certain way, so therefore you gonna have to enjoy.
Again, now you all just saw that right now. These are the folks who serve our food, protect our spaces, and keep things running. They deserve respect, man. Shout out to the cooks out there who cook people food every day and don't put poison in it, right? Shout out to the Uber drivers, to the mailmen, to the mail women. Shout out to the delivery drivers who bring lazy people their food, etc. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Shout out to the everyday working person. All right? Because what T.I. has to understand is that people that work jobs like that security guard are the ones who put T.I. in position in his earlier days, right? The security guard, the burger flipper, the guy who worked at Target, the guy who worked at Walmart, you know what I'm saying? The guy who picked up the trash, etc. Those are the people who supported T.I.'s music, okay? It wasn't multi-millionaires out there buying T.I.'s music when he first came out. It was the everyday working person, okay? The people who had regular jobs, the people who got up every morning, punched the clock, etc. Those are the people who supported T.I. And now T.I. seems to be, you know, disrespecting these people. Disrespecting these people. I don't think it's cool. And I don't think it's right. All right? Now, let's dive into clip 3. Let's talk about clip 3. Now, the irony is T.I. has spoken publicly about his belief in God. All right? That's great. Faith is important, but saying you believe in God comes with responsibilities as well. I want you all to check out this clip of T.I. talking about his faith in God, and then I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. Check it out.
U.S.
God is real. I know God is real, not because nobody told me, because I've seen the impact he's had on my life, and I've seen things that nothing else and nobody, no human could have had a hand in affecting. And God did. I know God is real. I feel it. I have my own conversation with him. I have my own relationship with him. Matter of fact, the closest you...
Okay, now you all just heard that right now. So T.I. believes in God. He believes that God sits on the throne, etc. That's cool. That's cool because he spoke of God as being someone, okay? He didn't say energy. He didn't say the atmosphere. He didn't say this power that comes from an unknown place. None of that. He said, you know, I believe in God, you know, and he said him. All right. So T.I. definitely has some familiarness as to who God is. Right. And so due to the fact that he knows that, I would like to get into a little bit of a biblical perspective on humility. Let's break it down with the scripts. OK, now James 4:10 KJV says, quote, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up, unquote. Now, this verse means that we need to stay humble, not exalt ourselves. If you put yourself on a pedestal, God might humble you. And trust me, you do not want God to humble you. Okay? That's why the Bible said, humble yourself. Because if God has to come and humble you, You definitely don't want that smoke. Remember King Nebuchadnezzar, right? He was a powerful king who thought he was untouchable, but God humbled him in a serious way, right? Daniel 4:37 KJV tells us, quote, "Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all whose works are truth and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase," unquote. The king lost everything and lived like he was a wild animal until he recognized God's authority. All right. When he repented and humbled himself, he was restored. The lesson is, don't let pride take you down a path where God has to humble you the hard way. Because again, if you don't humble yourself, God may humble you. And you don't want that humbling from God. Okay, so do it yourself. Now, let's talk about treating others with respect, man. We got to go through this because I don't like what I saw T.I. do. I don't like what I saw him do. Okay. Another verse we need to highlight is Philippians 2:3, where it says, quote, "Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves," unquote. That verse teaches us to treat others with genuine respect and to see them as valuable, no matter what their job title is, okay? Treat everybody with respect that you come across, whether that person is picking up trash, whether that person is flipping a burger, etc. People have feelings, they have emotions, they have kids at home that they have to face, they have wives at home that they have to face, etc. Listen, treat people with respect. If you are a multi-millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, treat the person who works at Burger King with respect. Treat them with respect. Treat them how you want somebody to treat your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, etc. Because if you don't, you the sucker. You the sucker. Point blank, period. Now, my final thoughts, man. T.I., and anyone in a position of power and fame, no matter who it is, needs to remember that the working class folks, security guards, cooks, servers, are the backbone of society, man. Disrespecting them doesn't make you look big. It actually makes you look small, especially when you're disrespecting them for being a cook, a server, a guard, or just doing their job, okay? It makes you look small, all right? Humility is key, man. If you claim to believe in God, then live it to the best of your ability. Walk in humility, walk in faith, treat people with kindness, and remember that we all are equal in the eyes of the Lord, man. Remember that. And with that being said, man, let's end with Matthew 7:12, man. Quote, "Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that man should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets." Unquote. So treat others the way you want to be treated, man. Fame and fortune is not going to go with you when you clock up out of here. You can't take that money with you. You can't take that power with you. You're going straight back to the dirt from which you came, man. Fame and fortune does not put you above anyone else. You have to remember, T.I. personally, you know, remember that the people that got you in the position that you are in are the cooks, are the servants, are the people who worked at McDonald's, the people who worked at Burger King, the everyday working class people who supported your music. Those are the people who got you in position. Okay. And before you were who you are, I'm sure that you worked at a job and probably have family members that work at jobs, etc. And you have to do your job to the best of your ability. It would have made you look even bigger, and it would have made you look like a person full of integrity. Okay. If you would have said to that guard, "Yes, sir, not a problem. I understand you have a job to do. Salute. Let me go try to see if I can find my ID. I'll be back," etc. That's what you should have done. But again, I understand what, everybody's going, nobody is perfect and we can't judge. I understand. I already hear people saying that, okay, everybody makes mistakes. That's cool. But again, you should not disrespect people who are in different positions than you, whether you are a president of the United States or you are a chef at a restaurant, okay? Treat people how you want to be treated. It's the law of the Bible. Peace.